In this video, I want to show you guys the next version of kil0bit System Monitor, the app that shows the hardware info on your taskbar. So let me show you guys how to download it, set this up, and how it works. This is a free and open source app actually built by me. To download this, you can simply go to Releases. I just updated the 2.0. It's a big update. We'll talk about the technical stuff at the end of this video. So again, to download this, you can go to Releases and then under Assets, download the installer or exe, the portable version. I'm just gonna download the installer because I'm gonna be using this on daily basis. This is something I built for myself. I use this on daily basis. I'm gonna run the installer and install it. You'll see Windows protected your PC pop up. That's because this app is not signed. If you feel suspicious, you can always scan for virus on VirusTotal or something, and then you can proceed. Since this app is made by me and I have checked all the possible security related issues and everything, I know this is safe. So I'm going to click on more info and then run anyway. Then the installer will start. I can go next, accept the license, which is just MIT license, and then I can click next. Here I can choose the location where I want to install it. So I'm going to click on next and install, and then we click finish. It's installed. Now we just need to launch it. You can find it on start menu or the desktop shortcut. The first launch will take some time, so wait for it to launch, and then after that it will launch faster. Only the first launch takes time. Once it's launched, you'll see a system matrix already running on your taskbar, just like this. This is the default settings, and you'll see a welcome page settings. Here you can go to different sections like general, monitoring, appearance, and about. You can configure this widget. Like for example, we can go to general. Here we can enable and disable the overlay, the taskbar overlay, just like that. Okay, you can lock and unlock the position. It's locked right now, so you can't drag it. But if you disable it, you can drag this overlay to wherever you want on the taskbar. Now, let's say you don't want this on your taskbar. You can disable the snap to taskbar option, and then you can put this overlay wherever you want. Yeah, I prefer it into the taskbar. You can enable that. And after that, if you try to drag, it will auto snap to the taskbar. Run at startup, it will automatically run at startup, so you don't have to configure this again and again. All the settings you do will be saved and it will automatically launch. Hide in games, by default it's gonna be enabled. Let's say you're playing a game or you have an app in full screen. Let's say for example, I'm gonna make the Google Chrome full screen. It will hide. Okay, now let's say you wanna keep this overlay always on top. You don't want to hide it. Yeah, you can disable this. Now, even if you're playing the game, it will always be visible wherever you have set it. And you also have the right click menu here. You can toggle some settings like snap to taskbar, lock position. You don't have to open the settings. And you can also exit out of this application if you want to. And you can also open the settings by clicking on the settings from the context menu. Now we have the monitoring. Here you can enable and disable the different monitoring metrics. Let's say you don't want the temperature, you can disable that. You don't want the disk usage, you can disable that. Pretty simple. Okay, let's say you don't want the CPU usage, you can disable that. Then we can select the specific adapter for network. By default, it's going to auto recognize. You can select the specific adapter here, let's say Wi-Fi or Ethernet. I'm using Ethernet. I can select here Ethernet. Now it's going to monitor the Ethernet. And you can also select the specific graphic card if you have multiple graphic cards. It doesn't work that well with the Intel integrated graphic cards. It works on the GPU usage. Okay, it shows the GPU usage fine, but it doesn't work for the GPU temperature. But if you have a NVIDIA or AMD graphics card, you can select that and it will also show you the GPU usage. It's a limitation of the Windows or the driver of the GPU. It doesn't expose its temperature to the system. And I don't want to use a third-party app to show the temperature of the CPU or GPU. This app is basically pulling all the information from the system without using any third-party application. Many users were requesting me to implement a CPU temperature feature here. I have no plan for that, because for that I have to use the third-party application or driver, and I also need to sign those drivers or application, and that will make this app expensive. And if we have a core isolation enabled on the system, if the app is not signed, it won't show you the CPU temperature. Because of many limitations and many security risks, I'm not gonna implement a CPU temperature here in this application. I want this app to be completely safe. If in future Microsoft decides to show a CPU temperature on Task Manager without any third-party application, yeah, I can implement it here in this application. Just like right now, in Windows 11, you can actually see the CPU temperature of NVIDIA and AMD, even the new Intel graphics cards. Okay, you can see here. And we can also select the specific drive to monitor here. Okay, the top one is how much disk is used, and the bottom percentage is for the speed of the disk. By default, it will select all, but you can select one specific drive here. Let's say C drive, the most important one here. And now you can monitor the C drive here, the disk usage, how much disk is already used, 59% in my case, and the data transfer speed. Whenever there is a disk usage, the bottom metric will show you the exact usage. Now let's go to appearance. It's now highly customizable, the overlay. There are some themes that you can choose from. This is the default theme, blue icons or text and the white matrix. But you can select a cyberpunk. This is how it looks. You can select matrix, stealth, but you can also customize them manually. Let's say you want to change the metric accent color. You can click on it, and now here you can choose any color that you want. Let's say you want red. Now the metrics will turn into red. Now you can also change the icon tone or the text tone, because there are different layout modes for the overlay. The default is icon. So here you can change that. Let's say you want to also make it red or green. Okay, whatever color you want. Back palette, you have to enable this. Okay, this is a background color, so you can also apply the background color. The back palette is for that. You can change the background color to anything that you want. You can also change the value, how intense you want that background color to be. You can also change the opacity. Let's say you don't want this in your taskbar. You want somewhere in your desktop, okay, at the top. So it will be useful to, customize this. Maybe you want to have a custom background, custom colors and everything, so it's customizable. And then you can also change the fonts, like to Arial, this one, and there are a couple of them you can choose, like the Roboto, okay, whichever you prefer. And there is a reset default option, which will reset all the customization. You can also scale this overlay, okay, on the taskbar. Scaling up to 1.2 or maybe even 1.3 looks good. And after that, it will cut off. It's more useful if you have a big screen, like high resolution or something, and you want to put it somewhere in your desktop. Yeah, you can make it bigger, smaller, however you want. The bold text is default. Okay, you can also disable it. Bold will look good. You can also make the icons bold. Okay, and there is a layout mode. Default is icon. That's what I prefer. There is the text mode. It will show you the actual name of the metrics, like up, internet upload speed, download speed, CPU, RAM, GPU, temperature, disk usage, and busy. And after that, we have about section. You get more info about the app. That's it. You get some link of my social. And once you're happy with the customization, make sure, you check this option, run at startup. So it will auto run at startup and you don't have to customize this again and again. And you make sure you also lock the position. If you don't want the accidental drag, you can also access the settings from right click menu. You can just right click and here you can open the settings. Once you're happy, you can click on save and close. And you're done. Now let me show you guys the system resource usage. Okay, this is a very lightweight program when it comes to resource usage. Right now, it's using around 100 megabytes memory, which is actually not that much. And look at the CPU usage. It's very minimal. So this version 2.0 is rewritten in C# and WinUI 3. If you're still wondering why the app size is so big for this small application, this app is built on WinUI 3 and also requires a .NET 10. Both are bundled with this application, so you don't have to install an entire SDK or dependency, the .NET dependency, manually. Okay, and same goes for the WinUI 3. WinUI 3 SDK is not pre-installed on the system, so you have to bundle it. So because of the bundling thingies, the app size is big. Now, the future plans for this application. First, I'm gonna try to make it as stable as possible. So for that, I'll need your help. And plus, I'm gonna be using this app on daily basis. If I see anything, I'll fix it. So if you find anything, you should go and create a issue on GitHub. That will help me identify the issue and I'll try to fix it. And one feature that I want to add here is when we right click, we have this menu. Okay, we can open settings, task manager, and we have some quick toggle that we can enable and disable, like the lock position and snap to taskbar. And we can also exit this. Now for the left click, I want to implement something like maybe it opens task manager when we just once left click or twice left click. I mean the double click. I think we're going to go with the single click. That makes more sense. We can quickly open the task manager just by clicking on it. And I also want this app to be available in Winget, so you guys can update it automatically if there is a new update available. So I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye-bye.